Good morning. Today we are going to discuss about the parameters of traffic flow. So we know that traffic engineering is dealing with two things. One is making sure that the facilities of traffic is enabling a safe, economic, and convenient movement, right? And second one is study the behavior of traffic in different conditions. These are the two objectives of traffic engineering. So traffic flow parameters. When we are discussing about water flow or fluid flow, there are different parameters associated with that. Similarly, for traffic also, there are different parameters associated with it. And the flow of traffic can be considered similar to flow of water. So here we are going to discuss about what are the different parameters associated with a traffic flow. Okay. So this traffic stream parameters will be providing information regarding the nature of traffic flow. So if the nature of traffic flow is understood, the analyst, the person who is analyzing the traffic stream, can detect any variation in the flow characteristics. So whenever we are discussing about the traffic stream parameters, the traffic stream will be including a combination of drivers and vehicle behavior. We have already discussed about the characteristics. There was the road user characteristics and the vehicular characteristics. If you remember, the vehicular characteristics include the properties of vehicles like weight of vehicle, size of vehicle, type of transmission, all those things. And also we have discussed about the road user characteristics. Remember the PIEV theory, reaction time, and all those things. So the driver behavior or human behavior is non-uniform. Similarly, the traffic stream is also non-uniform. So this traffic stream parameters is influenced not only by the individual characteristics of both vehicle and human, but it is a combination or a group of unit, how it is interacting with one another. Both are highly dependent. Okay. What are the vehicular characteristics and what are the human characteristics? The interaction between both of these type of characteristics is important in studying the traffic stream parameters. So the parameters of traffic stream can be mainly classified. We have two main classification of parameters, which can be, one is measurement of quantity. Measurement of quantity means how many number of vehicles are present. Such things will be measured under the measurement of quantity. So two quantities which is used for measuring the quantity include density, flow, etc. There is one more type of measurement, that is the measurement of quality. Quality measurement includes the measurement of speed. There are different types of speed and there are different methods of analyzing the speed of the vehicle in a traffic stream. So speed study is highly important. Okay. So now we are going to, so I hope you understood the intro part. We have discussed about why a traffic study is required, what are the objectives achieved in conducting a traffic study, and the parameters discussed can be studied under for measuring the quantity and for measuring the quality. For measuring the quantity, we have included the parameters like flow, density, etc. And for measurement of quality, we included the parameter speed. So now we are going to discuss about speed. So the different fundamental traffic stream characteristics which we are going to discuss in this lecture include speed, flow, density, etc. So I told that speed is a quality measurement because the passengers and drivers will be concerned more about the speed of the journey. Okay. A common road user is not concerned about the design aspects of the traffic, right? Design aspect is something which only a trained professional will be concerned about. But whereas in the case of an ordinary road user or driver, his or her main concern will be regarding the speed of the journey. So what is the rate of motion in unit time? We describe it as a quantity known as the speed. You know all these things. Mathematically, speed can be written as distance divided by time. Now, when we consider a traffic stream will be consisting of different types of large number of vehicles. So when you consider the speed of these vehicles, the speed will be varying with respect to time and space. In relation to the time and space, the speed of different vehicles will be varying. Now, there are several types of speed that can be defined to represent the variation of stream. So these different types of speed include you can see here, spot speed, running speed, journey speed, time mean speed, and space mean speed. Okay, so this is very, very important. We have to measure, or we have to study about the speed of vehicle, as speed is a quality measurement of traffic. Okay, and what is the definition of speed we have seen, and we will be discussing about the different types of speeds. The different types of speed include the spot speed, running speed, journey speed, time mean speed, and space mean speed. Now we have to discuss each of these speeds one by one. First one is the spot speed. So here what you have to know is what is the definition of this one particular type of speed, and what is the design significance, how the speed will become significant. Okay. So spot speed means you are considering one particular vehicle at one specified location. Okay. For example, you are considering the traffic stream study from Chamoli to Gopeshwar. So at one particular location, what is the instantaneous speed of a vehicle at one particular location at one particular time? You are checking the instantaneous. What is the speed of that particular vehicle at that particular instant? Such a speed you call as the spot speed, the speed given at one particular spot, at one particular instant. That is the spot speed. Now, what is the significance of spot speed? The geometry of road. You have to design the geometry of road, horizontal curves, vertical curves, super elevation, etc. The geometric design elements have been already discussed in the previous sessions, right? So in order to have an idea on the design geometry of road, a spot speed study will become very much important. Another significance is accident analysis, road maintenance. We will be discussing about accident analysis and all these things. So this is the different significance of spot speed measurement. You know what is meant by spot speed? What are the different significance of spot speed measurement? Now, how spot speed can be measured? There is an instrument for measuring the spot speed. That instrument is known as enoscope. So enoscope is the instrument used for the measurement of spot speed. Now, if you have the video images of all vehicles traveling between a particular pair of frame, if you can extract the speed from the video image recording, you can get the spot speed. So that is known as the time-lapse photographic method. Okay, but basically you understand this thing. There is one instrument. Such questions may be asked as one-word question. Which is the instrument used for measuring spot speed? There will be 4 options. So the answer you have to pick up is enoscope. Another one is the running speed. So spot speed, we have seen that at one particular instant, at one particular location, you are measuring the speed of the vehicle. You call it as the spot speed. Now, the vehicle is continuously moving. Okay. So we have one particular stretch or particular course over which the vehicle is moving. What is the average speed maintained over this particular course? You divide this, you define the speed as the running speed. The average speed maintained over a particular course while the vehicle is moving. And it is divided by the length of the course, by the time duration which the vehicle was in motion. The concept is very simple. Speed is equal to distance by time. Okay, you are considering a stretch of road. You don't know what is the distance between these two. You will determine the distance between these 2 points. There are 2 points. Suppose from Chamoli to Kotial Sain, I am measuring what is the distance between Chamoli and Kotial Sain divided by how much is the time taken for the vehicle to reach Kotial Sain from Chamoli. You will get this as the running speed. Okay, it is the average speed maintained over the particular course. Next type of speed is the journey speed. Journey speed is similar to running speed, but there is a difference. During our journey from, in the previous example, I said that we are considering a journey from Chamoli to Kotialsen. In this case also, we are considering a journey from Chamoli to Kotialsen, but due to some reason, I have to stop the vehicle for some time near the Chamoli bridge. So in journey speed, what we have to do is we have to reduce the time of stoppage. We are considering one particular stretch. We have to check what is the distance of the distance of travel between these two particular points. Okay, and what is the time taken for reaching one point from the other. But there is some time during which the vehicle is not in motion. The vehicle is in a rest condition. So such time is not considered. You have to exclude the time, or you have to eliminate the stopping time. So if a speed is determined using this method by eliminating the stopping time, you obtain a type of speed known as the journey speed. In some cases, the journey speed will be less than the running speed. Okay. So journey speed and running speed is having a basic difference, that in case of running speed, you are considering the total time, whereas in the case of journey speed, you are considering the time, you are deducting the time for which the vehicle is in a stop condition or the vehicle is in a static condition. So one particular situation, you have analyzed the journey speed and running speed, and you have found that the journey speed is lesser than the running speed. So you can conclude that the vehicle is following a stop-go condition, which means that the vehicle is going for some time, again the vehicle is stopping, again the vehicle is moving. So it is not a continuous movement of vehicle, but the vehicle is stopping at some particular locations. Okay, so this can be inferred from the comparison of values of journey speed and running speed. Next two important type of speeds which we have discussed is, which we have to discuss, is time mean speed and space mean speed. You are considering a particular point on a highway. At this particular point on highway, at one specified time period, you have one specific time period with as your reference. At this particular point on the highway, during the specific time period, what is the average speed of all the vehicles passing? For example, I am considering a point in Kotialsen, some point in Kotialsen. From 10 a.m. to 11 a.m., I have considered my study time as 1 hour time from 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. So 10 a.m. to 11 a.m., I will be positioning myself at Kotialsen. Okay. Suppose the deviation to college is my location. I will be positioning myself at that particular location from 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. And I will be determining, or I will be finding out the average speed of all the vehicles. Suppose 100 vehicles are passing this point. Okay, 100 vehicles are passing this point in the specified time period of 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. I have to determine the average speed of all these 100 vehicles. This will give my time mean speed. So time mean speed means that I am fixing the time, and over this time, I'm fixing the position, and within this particular time span, I am determining the average speed. Another one is the space mean speed. Space mean speed, what I am doing is I am fixing one particular space. Suppose between Chamoli and Gopeshwar in 1 hour time, 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. In the previous case, I was considering only one point, but in this case, I am considering one particular stretch of road. Okay, I am considering one space. So within the space, within the time period, what is the average speed of all the vehicles? The average speed of all the vehicles occupying a given section of highway. You are determining the space mean speed. So this is the difference between the time mean speed and space mean speed. Here you can see that time mean speed is a point measurement, because time mean speed is measured relative to one particular point. At this particular point, what is the average speed of all the vehicles running during one particular interval of time? Whereas in the case of space mean speed, it is a speed which is related to the length of the highway. I'm considering one particular stretch of the road, and in that particular stretch of the road, how much is the average speed of all the vehicles moving? Okay, so these are the 5 different types of speeds which we have to study: spot speed, running speed, journey speed, time mean speed, and space mean speed. Okay, so these are the different speed studies. Now we are going to discuss about traffic flow. So there are 2 practical ways in which the number of vehicles can be counted on the road. One is flow and the other one is volume. So during a specific time interval, what is the total number of vehicles that is passing a point on a highway or one particular lane or direction of a highway? Total number of vehicles that pass a point on a highway or a given lane or direction of highway during a specific time interval. So how the measurement is carried out? The measurement is carried out by counting the number of vehicles passing a particular point in one lane in a specified period T. So the traffic flow Q can be expressed as Q is equal to NT, number of vehicles divided by the time of travel or time measured. So traffic flow can be measured as NT, number of vehicles per unit time. So unit of traffic flow is important. Unit of traffic flow is vehicles per hour in one particular time. What is the number of vehicles passing a particular point? You call it as the traffic flow. Now, volume means how the variation of volume will be occurring. How the traffic volume will be varying in different months, varying in different days, varying in different hours, and also how the variation will be within one particular hour. This is very important. And in some cases, volume variation may be occurring across the different seasons. Now, there are different types of volume measurement. Actually, there is a considerable variation in the traffic volume. There are different ways of measurement of volume. Now, what are the different ways of measurement of traffic volume? One is average annual daily traffic. We are considering the average 24-hour traffic volume. Okay, average 24-hour traffic volume at a given location at 365 days of time period. What is the total number of vehicles passing the site in a day? That is divided by 365. Average annual daily traffic. You are considering one particular stretch of road. You are determining the total number of vehicles passing that particular site in 1 year time period. Average annual daily traffic. And this total number of vehicles passing that particular stretch in 1 year time period is divided by the number of days in a year, that is divided by 365. You get the average annual daily traffic. We told that regarding the volume study, the variation in volume can be studied like variation in different days, variation in different week, variation in different month, etc. So the variation in different days is represented by average annual daily traffic. Second one is average annual weekday traffic, which means that what is the average 24-hour traffic volume occurring on weekdays over a full year? The total weekday traffic volume for 1 year is divided by 260. Okay, this is how you obtain the average annual weekday traffic. Only on the weekdays, how will be the traffic flow variation? Next one is average daily traffic. For a time period of 24 hours at one particular location for some period of time which is less than 1 year. For a time period less than 1 year at one location for 24 hours, what is the traffic variation? That is the average daily traffic. Average daily traffic may be measured for 6 months, or sometimes it may be for measuring for one particular season. one particular month, a week, etc. Next one is average weekday traffic. What is the average 24-hour traffic volume on weekdays for some specific time period, which is less than 1 year? Average 24-hour traffic volume occurring on weekday for some time period less than 1 year. You call it as the average weekday traffic. So this is the variation of traffic flow. Next one is traffic density. Now we have seen the traffic flow, volume, etc. You are considering one particular stretch of highway or one particular lane. Consider one particular stretch. What is the total number of vehicles that is occupying a particular length of highway? So what will be the unit of density? Total number of vehicles in one particular time period we have represented as vehicles per hour. But here you are considering one stretch of road, and what is the total number of vehicles occupying that particular length? So the unit of density can be represented as vehicles per kilometer. So traffic density is K. K is given as NX divided by X. Number of vehicles is NX and length of road is X. K is equal to NX divided by X, where NX is the number of vehicles and X is the length of the road. This is the traffic density. The number of vehicles between the points A and B. Here you can see, observe this figure. This is the figure. The number of vehicles, there are 2 points under consideration. This is one particular length of highway. In this particular length of highway, there are 2 points under consideration, A and B. Between the points A and B, how many number of vehicles are present divided by the length under consideration. It will give the value for traffic density. So that's about the traffic flow and traffic density. Now there are 2 important derived characteristics of traffic. One is time headway and the other one is space headway. What is the difference between time headway and space headway or distance headway? It is also known as distance headway. So now we have to discuss regarding that. Another important character related to the traffic flow is time headway and space headway. So time headway means any 2 consecutive vehicles. Consider any 2 consecutive vehicles and they are crossing a given point. What is the time difference between these 2 vehicles when they cross a given point? You call it as the time headway. Time headway is the time difference between any 2 successive vehicles when they cross a given point. So practically, the time headway measurement includes measurement of time between the passage of one rear bumper and the next. You are considering one particular point. You are considering 2 successive vehicles and you are noting down what is the time difference between 2 successive vehicles to cross one particular point. This thing you call as the time headway. So the traffic flow can be represented as a reciprocal of average headway. Because what is meant by traffic flow? Traffic flow means in one particular time period, you are considering the number of traffic moving in one particular direction. Another type of headway is the distance headway. Distance headway means you are considering 2 points. You are considering 2 vehicles. What is the distance between corresponding points of 2 successive vehicles at a particular time? Distance between corresponding points of 2 vehicles at any particular time. You call it as the distance headway. So distance headway can be represented as SAV. So this is the time headway and this is the distance headway. Next one is travel time. Travel time means what is the total time taken to complete a journey. So what is the relationship between speed and travel time? When the speed is increasing, with increase in speed, the travel time will be reducing. With decrease in speed, there will be more time required for travel. So this is a vice versa relationship. As the speed is increasing, travel time will decrease and vice versa. So travel time is inversely proportional to the speed. But in practice, the speed of the vehicle will be fluctuating over time. So here you can see the graphical relationship. This is the graphical relationship between time and distance. With increase in time, the distance is increasing. This is the time space diagram for a single vehicle. These are the three different patterns, or these three different variations of time distance diagrams. So that's all. This is regarding the single vehicle, multiple vehicle, etc. Such details is not required. I will upload the PDF. So here we have, in this video, we have seen mainly what are the traffic stream characteristics, density flow, then speed and time studies. What is meant by spot speed, running speed, journey speed, what is time headway, what is space headway. Okay, so we'll stop.